next bout at 135 pounds, as it'll be Mark Manchio, a two-time state champion, 22-0, a senior from Sterling. He'll be wearing blue and white. He'll take on Mike Weber, 33-3, the third seed, a junior from Kittatinny, who will be in blue in Kittatinny as its second wrestler in the championship round here today. They already have one champion, and Mike Valente back at 112 pounds, and Weber will try for the upset here at 135 and become the second champion for Kittatinny this afternoon.
Mark Manchio has been in the New Jersey State Finals 4 times. This will be his 4th time as a finalist. He already has 2 state championships, trying to earn his 3rd one this afternoon, Mick.
The career record for the Kittatinny wrestler, 83-17 for Mike Weber. Weber was a 6-5 semifinal winner over Kyle Nasdio of South Brunswick. Now Mark Manchio from Sterling comes in with a mark of 124-2, a 2-time state champion. Won his semifinal by a score of 10-7 over the 5th seed Joe Marauder of Woodbridge. And as you mentioned, Jake, Manchio in his 4th state final. With a win here today, he would become the 18th wrestler all-time to win 3 NJSIAA championships. So we are going here at 135 pounds. And right away, a long shot taken by Manchio as the wrestlers go off and they'll come back to center. Referee here is Joe Nipper.
That's right, Mick. Joe Nipper from South Jersey. His assistant is Joe Longo.
And already Manchio has the first takedown and leads by a score of 2-0. So Weber on the bottom trying to come out. Manchio just rolls him on through and keeps him on the mat. And now they'll go off and come back to center with 128 to wrestle here in this first period. Manchio lost to Joe Alexander when he was a freshman, came back to beat Alexander as a sophomore, so got a little redemption on his route to becoming a state titleist.
Looking at Manchio's record, Mick, he may have been injured for part of the season. I think he's 22-0 currently this season, so he may have missed a little bit of action at some point.
Manchio with a 2-1 lead.
1 minute remains in the first period.
Again, Kittatinny looking for its second titleist here this afternoon. Front head and arm for Manchio, and the wrestlers go off and they'll come back to center.
Once again, 130-pound place winners.
Weber tried a little sucker drag right there on the edge of the circle, but ran out of mat space, wasn't able to convert.
Long shot taken by Weber, blocked off easily here by Manchio, who traps that front head and right arm.
I'd read in the newspaper where Manchio has already signed a letter of intent to go to Northern Iowa. I know a lot of Division I college coaches are in attendance today looking at some outstanding wrestlers in the state of New Jersey.
And like you said, when you look at NCAA wrestling, New Jersey along with Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio, and maybe Oklahoma, they're pretty good down there too.
Yes, they are. So is Iowa schoolboy wrestling, pretty tough. Iowa State wrestling.
Caution here on Manchio, I believe.
I've been fortunate to work the National High School Tournament 11 years in a row. This will be the 12th season I'm going to work it. And year in and year out, you get a lot of outstanding wrestlers out of the state of New Jersey competing in the National High School Tournament. That for years was in Pittsburgh. This year is going to move to Newark, Delaware.
Oh, good move by Weber trying for a double on Manchio, but ran out of mat space as the wrestlers go off. So with 10 seconds to go, Weber showing he's not going to go quietly here against a two-time state champion. And time runs out here in the first period with Mark Manchio of Sterling leading by a score of 2-1 over the junior Mike Weber of Kittatinny.
I think Weber would like to keep it close till the third period. I'm not so sure how many times Manchio's been tested this season. He has a 22-0 record. I wonder how many of those 22 wins were falls, and I wonder how many times he went the distance.
Mike Ahern is the Sterling head coach. Sees Manchio with a 2-1 lead here as we start the second period. Potentially dangerous. And the head coach for Kittatinny is John Gill. Second time we have seen Coach Gill this afternoon. Manchio on top, trying to work a quick tilt. Now goes to a power half, potentially dangerous, and will stop the action.
Manchio's tough. He puts that single leg grapevine in that power half, and he rides tough on top. Weber able to stand and break the hold with a potentially dangerous call.
Manchio's only lost twice in his career, coming in with a mark of 124-2. Trying for a turn here on Weber.
Here again, we see him trying to lock up that power half on top. A minute and 30 seconds remain in the second period. Loads of time for Mike Weber.
Tries to pick up through that left arm. Throws in a leg for a little Turk as well.
Manchio maintains control on top, Mick. He does get a little bit high.
That's where Weber's trying to come out the back door on him and get the reversal. So many times, if you can't control the wrestler, better to cut him loose than give up the two, and that's exactly what Manchio did. He had trouble controlling, so just give up one and not two on a reversal.
That's exactly what you just mentioned. Must have heard you.
Ties up the match 2-2. As the wrestlers come back to center with 52 seconds to wrestle here at 135 in our championship bout here. Weber in the silver and blue. With a mostly white singlet, it's Mark Manchio.
Manchio will have choice starting the third period. It's imperative that Weber press the action here and try to score a takedown before the end of the second period. He certainly wants to get back into this bout with Manchio.
2-2 score here with 34 seconds to wrestle in period number 2. Long shot taken by Manchio, and Weber blocked that off easily. And you really want to work a little throw-by attempt, trying for the takedown at the edge of the mat. Yeah, he gave it to him.
There was control right on the edge of the circle. He was able to keep his feet in bounds.
So Manchio has the 4-2 lead. Another look at the takedown, a little duck under, and gained control just as the wrestlers were going out.
See Joe Nipper awards the takedown. Manchio pulls Weber back into a crab ride with a half Nelson. They go out of bounds. We're going to restart 15 seconds remaining in the second period.
So Manchio now with a 4-2 lead, trying to become the 18th New Jersey wrestler to win 3 championships. The last to do it, Labe Black from Absegami, who picked up his third last season.
Looks like Weber's going to come out the back door here, Mick.
If he can, he'll tie it. But
time may run out.
Running out of time here, 1 second left, and he could not get the reversal. The score remains 4-2 for Mark Manchio, as Weber was very close to coming out the back door to tie this one up going into period number 3.
Sure was. Manchio was hanging on for dear life there, and he just ran out of time.
So we are set for the final period here at 135 pounds. The top seed with a 4-2 lead, that is Mark Manchio, the senior from Sterling, but he's trying to come off the bottom. Weber on top from Kittatinny breaks him down, and they'll come back to center.
Manchio hit a little roll off the whistle, not able to escape from Weber. Let's see what he tries here in a restart.
1:53 on the clock. Mike Ahern on the right, the head coach of Manchio, and on the left, John Gill, the head coach of Mike Weber from Kittatinny, and the wrestlers go off. The score remains 4-2 with 1:47 to wrestle.
Coach Gill and Coach Ahern, 2 good Irishmen a week before St. Patrick's Day here at the Meadowlands.
Thought we'd see this a little sooner, but we're going to get the optional start here by Weber to cut Manchio loose. It'll make the score 5-2.
Joe Longo steps in to talk to the official, Joe Nipper.
I didn't see any caution.
I'm not sure what Joe Longo's telling Joe Nipper.
Now there's a caution signal.
Caution against Manchio, I guess.
Coming up too soon. Here's the optional start. Pushes him out. It's now 5-2. Manchio with the lead with the escape.
Weber's going to need 2 takedowns in the third period.
Well, he's got 1:37 to do it.
Not an easy task.
Not against a two-time defending state champ. Manchio, slight smile on his face, realizes he has a 5-2 advantage with 1:27 to go, looking for another title. Takes a shot, blocked off by Weber.
You're right, Mick, in that he really does seem fairly confident, does Mark Manchio.
He'll go off and come back to center with 1:17 to wrestle. Mark Manchio from Sterling in the white, looking to become a 3-time New Jersey State champion. Here at the Meadowlands, took a long shot, blocked off nicely, and now underhook and front-headed arm pressure put on by Weber.
Weber trying to snap the head of Manchio to try to come around for a takedown, not able to do it. Manchio tries to hit a fireman's, and they run out of real estate here on the edge of the circle.
Trying to pick up on the leg, they'll go off with 55 seconds to go. And now you think, you know, maybe he can't let him up and take him down. You're going to have to look for a big 5-point play, possibly by Weber, to win this one.
Manchio's now a little bit more defensive, Mick. I think he's going to try to play the edge of the mat a little bit in the last 45 seconds.
Stalemate, they'll come back to center. Neither wrestler has been hit with a stall warning, so you may see Manchio backing up a little bit as he realizes he's got that 5-2 lead with 43 seconds to go. Yeah, give up a stall. Why not? You got the lead. Sometimes you got to use things to your advantage. And you see he's not really being aggressive now as Manchio, although he tried for another fireman. Gives up on that, and they go off. The fans realize it, and I'm sure the referees do too, so it's only a matter of time, but there's only 31 seconds left.
Sometimes the best position to stall would be to hit a single leg and just stay there and not finish it. Manchio might do well just to hit a shot and try to lock on a leg and let the time run there.
Weber trailing 5-2. Mike Weber, the junior from Kittatinny, in the blue and silver. Stalemate. 16 seconds to wrestle, and Manchio backs up on the whistle. Fakes a shot. Mark Manchio, the senior from Sterling, hit for stalling here, gives up a takedown. It's now 5-4 as the wrestlers go off. Well, that's going to make things interesting.
5-4 with 4 seconds left in the third period. Not much time left. Not enough time for Mike Weber to be able to cut him and work a takedown.
He's going to try to cut him loose here. It'll be 6-4, and then go right after him, trying to pick up and get a takedown. No control as the wrestlers go off. He just kind of trying to push him from behind and run up his back.
The fans want a fleeing in the mat call there. They felt that Manchio just bolted right off the circle.
2 seconds to go, and that will do it. Mark Manchio going to win this one by a score of 5-4 over Mike Weber. And Manchio becomes the 18th three-time state champion in the history of New Jersey high school wrestling.
Manchio, a 3-time state champion over a very game opponent, Mike Weber of Kittatinny Regional High School.
Now please turn your attention.
Manchio, congratulated by Mike Ahern as he walks off. I guess we have a chance to, since we have some time here, to run down the list of 3-time state champions. Robert Moore from Teaneck, Rob McKeeby of Newton, Harry Lanzi of Newton,